Welcome back to another Album Book Club video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Partly Cloudy, an EP by Joan. This EP was suggested to us on YouTube by one of our viewers, so you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Joan a duo or
Looks
singular?
like it. Appears to be a duo.
Wonder if it's Joe and Ann then.
Could be.
Oh.
First track. That was track 1, Try Again, parentheses Sunrise.
Yeah, it was like a 7.
I'm going to give it a 6.5.
I'm going to give it a 6. I think there's like a pretty good build up to a song there 3 times, and it doesn't go anywhere. And it would have been better if it went somewhere. I also want to throw in that there's like 2 extra notes right at the end that are super out of place.
That's pretty much my problem with it. That and we figured out pretty quickly that that's pretty much note for note in the background, Lucid Dreams.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just kind of here for me. I thought how similar that is definitely knocked it a little bit. And then I just wish we got more. It's pretty basic, pretty... I don't want to say low energy, but it's pretty...
You know what? I'm looking at the track lengths. This might have been an intro.
How long is
I
it?
think that,
It's the shortest by about a minute for everything else.
I think this was an intro.
If this is an intro, then I guess I'm still going to say the things that I said, but they're going to be slightly less negative and
I
explained
think it's a
by-
little long to be an intro.
I would agree with that, but everything else is 3:30 or above, so except for that.
In the context of an EP, it is long for an intro, but
Yeah.
we've already unanimously decided that intros are stupid on EPs.
Mm-hmm.
But if this were on an album with 2-minute intro, it's not that big of a
Yeah.
deal. It's a good background track. That's exactly what I think about this. It's a good intro, yeah. But other than that, it was just chill, soft vibe. The guitar progression being something that is very well known. And I mean, you guys pulled Juice WRLD. I can't pull the song I'm thinking of, but I will effortlessly try and find it. Because it's the exact same progression, except for it just does like a dot, and then just keeps going. It's a little faster too. But it's a solid song. I genuinely think that was probably an accident too, at least for the version I'm thinking of. As far as how yours is, I can't speak to.
It probably wasn't on purpose. All right, we ready to move on?
Yep.
Next track. All right, that was Want You Back, parentheses Spring.
Yeah, it was like a 6.5.
I'm going to give it a 6.
I'm also going to give it a 6.
I got annoyed at that chorus. Not that it's bad, it just happens too many times, and we kind of run into a similar issue with the first song where you have these build-ups, you have these places to go, but you're not really taking the routes. They had so many good opportunities to really flesh out their sound, and they just didn't, and it kind of made the song fall flat for me.
I agree, but it went further than the first one did, at least. It's not super interesting, but I mean, it's again, like Logan said in the first track, it's good for background, good if you're driving somewhere.
Yeah, I think alternative so far has been just a terrible tag. This is definitely pop music.
Yep.
This is very Valley-esque. It's just not the greatest thing in the world. It's not very marketable. There's a swamp and heaping storm of people doing pop music, but it's not badly done in any way. It's just solid. It's fine.
I could see this in like I'm not going to say a movie, but like a TV show maybe.
Like a made-for-Netflix TV show.
Yeah, I could see that. Next track. That was track 3, Magnetic, parentheses Summer.
Yeah, it's like a 6.
I'm going to give this one a 6.5.
I'm going to give this 6.25.
I think
Really
I
tight
liked
band.
it less. Yeah, real tight. I think I liked it a little less than the last one. It's the exact same thing, though. It's hard to talk about because it's very, very much just decent pop music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a good thing nor a bad thing. It's not very marketable unless like someone picks you up and puts $1 bajillion behind it. It's hard to make your mark, but it sounds real good, and it's real easy to keep doing it. And it's always good to have music out there. So
I thought the vocals sounded pretty nice on this one. I liked them a little bit better than the last couple tracks. I like the chorus a little bit better here. We're still lacking that nice fleshed out tone that I would like to hear just through like all the pieces. I just wish they would give us more like interesting things to listen to.
Yeah, this one is the end credits to that TV show from earlier. It's kind of just background music for me. Vocals were nice. There's not a whole lot else to talk about.
Yeah.
Next track. That was track 4, Cover Girl, parentheses Autumn.
It's like a 6.75.
5.
I'm also going to give it a 5.
Listen, when you're doing this basic kind of stuff, making a song like this about a girl that's been done how many times before, and it sounds like every single other one of them. That's all I'm thinking about the whole time. I'm like, wow, I've just heard this same thought piece before. We've all heard something similar to this. What are you going to do to make it different? And then they never do anything to really make it different.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, it's just falling flat because there's not enough going on.
Yeah. Carson said it. It lacks pretty much anything. It's a guitar. It's a synth to fill out the guitar, and probably a bass in there somewhere, and some very simple vocals that builds up to nothing every time.
This one just felt a little different to me, probably because there was some sort of meaning behind it. Just compared to the last 2 tracks, at least, it just felt a little better, less very pop oriented, more kind of passion project-y, and that's cool. That's a good feeling to feel.
All right, are you ready?
Next track.
That was track 5, Love Me Better, parentheses Winter.
6.25.
I'm actually right there with you. I'm going to give it a 6.5.
I'm going to give it a 6.
This one was a little bit more interesting. We got a little bit more variance going on, but outside of that, it was kind of just the same thing over again. Which kind of sucks. At this point, I feel like EPs should generally be reserved for like if you're making an EP, you gotta make it really good,
I think this is, to be honest, a really good product for what it is. For someone who's smaller, this is very solid. The only problem is we have very diverse catalogs of what we listen to, and this unfortunately falls kind of right on the outside of what we listen to. It's just past what we like, and that's a shortcoming for us. But this, as far as I'm concerned, if I were to show this to someone who pretty much exclusively listens to top 100 radio, I think they're gonna have the time of their life. So yeah. That's something to be said there.
Yeah, there was just a little bit more in the instrument department going on in this one than the rest of it, or the rest of the EP. And it was all of it's fine. This might all be from the same episode of a TV show, for all I know.
This is one episode of Too Many Cooks.
We need an interlude.
That was track 6, Broken Hearted, parentheses Sunset.
Yeah, it's a 5.75.
I'm actually gonna give this one a 7.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
I will say, when it comes to the vocals, I was feeling more coming through, especially on this last track. This last track really feels like he meant for it to mean something. I just feel like more effort kind of through the vocals on this one. And we still don't have a whole lot going on in the background, but this one feels like it's supposed to be mainly vocals.
Yeah, I do agree with that, but I ultimately think the track itself fell short. It really felt pulled back and reserved, and with this having the longest run time, the whole track not being very great, while being just solid, and the vocals being a great performance, it's kind of a little jarring. It's like they kept the background music going, but wanted you to pay attention.
I don't even know.
This dude's got no notes.
I got no notes. This is a track. We listened to it, and it sounds very similar to the rest of this EP. I'll give them this. They're consistent.
Right.
This is the sad climactic ending to the TV show before the credits from like track 3.
All right, album art.
Album art time.
Take a 6.
I agree 6, but I have ways to fix it actually.
On first glance, it was better, and then I realized just how Photoshop that is.
Which one's Photoshop?
It looks like they're just fucking pasted onto that photo.
No, that's definitely a picture.
That's
of
just
them.
a fisheye lens thing. Make
It's
partly also a cloud.
It's not a. I think it's artificial vignette on it. They did way too much, but I'm okay with that. That's fine. But my issue is you made cloudy out of clouds. Put more clouds in the sky.
Or make partly the other part of a cloud.
Yeah.
Make that the cloud.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is just partly is so bold.
If they were both that font and then you just had this one offset the other direction, spread out a little bit, that'd be fine. I'd have no issues with that. There's not really, it's alternative, but it's really popping. Either way, this is a pretty standard album art for that genre. They did fine with it. It's the text that is kind of not hitting.
Yeah.
If you made it this far into the video, make sure to hit like, subscribe, comment if you want us to listen to anything else. See you next time.